the waitress over there, we need all of that. We in the club 20 deep where the models at. You do not get it. My life's terrific just because I'm winning. Might pour up some liquor, then grind on some women. The party don't stop till the sun hit my vision.
You see me spinning, I caught your attention. The sass is your vision, and yes, I am winning. The diamond a dozen, don't hate you, beloved. So come get this cake and put nothing above it.
Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue the party late night.
Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we midnight.
Yeah, we in the club on a late night. We getting money over here with your cake like. After dark, I'm a shark, that's a great white.
Hey everyone, it's Saj. We're live back on MTM Radio. We've been going for a little bit, but we took a break and we're back. Shout out to all those who've been following up with us, as well as happy Easter to everyone across the globe. We were just playing, that was Baby Bri featuring Ari Clips, and Baby Bri's actually here today. So all the questions that I kind of usually do my little researching and asking around, I was just like, all right, I'll just wait till you get here to ask you. And I know we were saying before that song is not released.
No.
Okay, so we got a little exclusive going on here. So that's pretty cool. So thanks for sharing that with us. And who else is it featuring, you were saying?
It features Ari Clips and Knowledge.
Okay, so maybe we should get right into it. I like it. Really give me a real like summer vibe, like chill vibe, like the weather's nice. I'm just like chilling, maybe like day brunch vibes, type of thing. So how did that song come about?
So Ari Clips was actually the one who came up with the idea, and it was basically just, a club vibe, like a summer setting, like you said, and then we just all collaborated on it, and here we are. Yeah.
So you said the song is going to be released in a couple of weeks.
Yes, after we finish the album cover for it.
Okay, and do you have a name for the album?
Yes, it's called Late Night.
And that's going to be released when? If you don't have a date, you have to give
we don't have a date yet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, my mic is being retarded, but whatever. I'll work with it. That's fine. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I should say, where are you from, or when did you start making music?
So I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I've been singing since I was 2, but I didn't actually start making music until, I'd say, a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow, I couldn't tell that.
Yep.
I thought you were doing this for a while.
Nope.
Okay. So what kind of motivated you to start making music?
So this has been a dream of mine, like my whole life, like ever since I was a little girl. And honestly, I kept trying and trying, but I could never find the right people to get introduced and get it started. And then I came across Ari Clips, and that's kind of how it started.
That's pretty dope. So what would you say for like, as far as making music, what is kind of like your process like? Do you hear the beat and you automatically go with the beat, or are you the type of person where you have some like raw material, just of random written things written, and when you hear that beat that matches some of the lyrics, it goes like, what is your process like?
Start the beat first, and then I go with the lyrics from there.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So growing up, like, who was your favorite artist? I know it's such a hard question.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Okay.
That's my idol.
Okay.
Yes. I love
Barb.
her.
We have a Barb here, guys.
Love her.
No, Nicki's pretty legendary. Who else?
Beyonce.
Queen.
I don't know. I don't really like Cardi. I don't like her at all.
No Cardi bashing. No Cardi bashing on MTM Radio. Shashaya does not allow that. But I mean, we're all entitled to whoever you like. Who else did you grow up listening to?
Aside from like the hip hop rap artists, I like Adele. Yes, Adele is like one of my inspirations.
Give me some Adele vibes right now that I'm looking at you and Adele. Everything.
Yes. I don't know. That's really it. Like, my circle stays small.
I like Adele. I think that's pretty diverse. Adele, like you said, Nicki, Beyonce. They're kind of all in 3 different lanes, but also, like, powerful and influential. If I went to your playlist right now, who are you currently listening to?
Currently? That's a hard question. Well, I don't know. I say I still listen to Nicki Minaj a lot. But, I don't know. Quavo,
okay. I've been listening to, I've been more getting on, like, the past couple of months listening to Quavo alone. I guess, like, a lot of people are used to listening to Migos probably altogether.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to give them a chance, like outside of the Migos, but
I like French Montana too.
I like French Montana a lot as well. He's from the Bronx, so that's pretty cool.
Love him.
So what would you say kind of keeps you motivated to make music, or I should say maybe what are your goals?
My
as
son.
far as-
My
Nice.
son is my everything. And he's like my inspiration for why I'm doing this. I just want to pursue my dreams and get further and further so I can make it big, hopefully.
Nice. Hopefully
Yeah.
you definitely can. If that's the vibe that you're setting from now, like I said, I couldn't
Yeah.
tell that. Now, I don't know what it looks like, quote unquote, to, you know, have an artist who's fairly new, but I definitely didn't get that vibe from you. So that's pretty good that you're kind of also collaborating with other artists who are established, because then you guys get to network and, you know, meet each other's target audience.
Exactly.
Describe how do you want your music to make your like new listeners feel?
I just want them to hear my lyrics and be inspired, to hear my stories from what I came from to where I am now. And hopefully they can look at that and see themselves and really do something with themselves because of listening to me.
Yeah, I like relatable music too.
Yeah.
So if that's your goal, then I definitely think that that's a definitely key way to win, is to be relatable. People want to, you know, relate to what they hear,
Yeah.
as well as being authentic. What was the first song you ever recorded?
The first song I ever recorded was called Ghost. That's not out yet.
Okay.
This is the first song I'm dropping late night, so
Okay.
none of my songs are out yet.
Nothing else. Okay, cool.
This is
'cause I-
literally, I'm new.
okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Do your thing. What is Ghost? Give us a little bit, I should say, what Ghost is about.
So, okay, wow. Ghost is a deep song. My mom, when I was 7 years old, she passed away due to heroin overdose.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
And
that.
so Ghost is basically a song of her. So it's like me, but it's her talking to us girls, because I have 3 other sisters. And it's basically her telling us, like, don't live that life. Live a nice life.
Right,
And
do the right
don't do the
thing.
drugs. Don't do the anything. So
That's pretty dope. And that's pretty deep, too.
Yeah.
So I definitely can see a lot of people, if you can't relate just listening, like you said, a lot of your music has to do with, you know, your life stories or life events, which I personally think that's one of the best ways to make music is to, you know, be genuine. Because a lot of the music you hear in this day and age, as you know, it's
corny.
corny. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you said it. Not me. You heard it was not me. I'm not the one bashing the new artist.
sorry.
No, don't be. We love free spirits and opinions here. But no, I think a lot of the music is generic.
Yeah.
I try to use
Definitely.
professional nice words. It's generic. It's everybody sounds so similar. I feel like a lot of new artists take that safe route versus the expressive or creative route, just the true or being true to who you are, because everybody wants to be radio ready. Everybody wants spin streams, and sometimes I think with some of the younger generation, or I should say the new generation of style of music, they think that's all it takes to make music. So to hear someone who's young and who's new doing it, and that's what your story is, and that's kind of what your process is like, it's very refreshing to hear, because it's like, it gets, like you said, it gets corny. Like it dead gets corny, and I'm sure you don't like that type of music.
No.
What do your friends also, I should say, what are your friends currently listening to?
They're listening to that type of music.
Oh, they are. Okay.
And yeah.
Is that why you're making the opposite?
Yes.
Good. What are your goals as far as career wise for like the next couple of maybe year or two?
So I just want to build like kind of a brand for myself, so that I can, people will know who I am. And then from there, hopefully I get connected with the right people, maybe even get signed by somebody. I kind of don't want to get signed by anybody just because it gets you trapped. I feel like it traps you a little bit, but it would be cool.
I think a lot of independent artists prefer to not get signed.
Yeah.
They lean towards maybe sometimes distribution deals, or just being able to have a platform that's going to be able to have them take it to the next level, because there's so much like dirty dealings in these contracts, and people are young, and if they're not young, sometimes they just don't have the money to have like super expensive lawyers who's going to tell them the ins and outs about this contract, and then, you know, next thing you know, you're in 10 years 20 years and you get TLC'd or in synced or whatever, you know, whoever. We could name so many people that have. Even Iggy was talking about her deal. Even Drake's deal, I think he had to do 10 albums with it. I'm not saying maybe the money wasn't behind it, but there's different like restrictions through these deals. So I don't personally feel like you have to have a deal to be a successful artist. There's people like Chance the Rapper, Young M.A., even A Boogie, and so much other artists who are excelling, and why they make the content. They've made a good song, and then the labels come to them, and then they kind of tell them, listen, this is what I want. If I'm not going to get it, I'm not interested.
Exactly.
So I would definitely encourage independent artists. Like you said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a deal, but you can definitely keep pushing your music, creating your own brand, your own platform, getting out there. And then if labels do look at you, maybe a deal is not the first thing you might be interested. Maybe you're like, okay, I just want distribution. Yeah. You know, I want to be able to own everything. So it's kind of good that you know that anyway. So that's what's up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually get into the second half of, what was the name of the song?
Late Night.
It's Late Night by Beauty. Huh? Brittany Bri. That goes cute too. Baby Bri. And whatchamacallit? You said it's Ari Clips and who else? Knowledge. All right. And that song is not anywhere as of yet. It's be coming out in the next couple of weeks. So I'll post it, but I'll play a little. The rest of it now, I won't play all of it now because this is going to be the only place you can hear it. And then let everyone know before we get to that song, what are all your social media handles as far as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and where, you know, everyone can find you.
So you can find me on Insta at Baby Bri _official. And then Facebook is Baby Bri, but it's actually under Brianna Cologne. And I don't have a Twitter. I just use Facebook and Insta, honestly.
Twitter, you know, all right. I just got back on the Twitter wave not too long ago. I'm not gonna lie. So, maybe like, I don't know. Like, this is what happened. So what happened was I had a Twitter a long time ago, from like, I don't know, 2007 or something like that. Like, that's when like Twitter was super, super lit back then.
Yeah.
Like, the gram was nothing. Facebook was nothing. Twitter was where it was at. So then it got dry. I think it got dry because Facebook started letting like people that were not in college, like all like parents and shit like that, they started letting everyone get on, so people kind of like floored to Facebook. Yeah. And then Instagram came, so it took over everything. And then Twitter, like the past like I think year or two, Twitter has like really, not that it's ever lost its mojo, but it's getting back to that level of like fire, I feel like. I don't know. So you could look into it.
I just don't know how to use Twitter, honestly.
You don't know? When I first started, I didn't know how to use Twitter either. But then, like, just like Instagram, I didn't know how to use it. As you start to use something more, it gets familiar. But I find Twitter to actually be a very resourceful tool for people who are working in music or who are making music.
So then I'll get on that.
Yeah, you can definitely get into it. And it's a lot. Because a lot of, like, influencers and a lot of sometimes like people that I know that like are like A&Rs or work for labels or DJs, they don't really deal with the gram because they're following on Twitter. Yeah. So I guess as an artist and like as someone working in music, you kind of have to have every platform to kind of see where it's at, as far as I would say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then of course, you know, all the music pages like YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and then of course your own website. I will definitely say eventually getting your own website is definitely key, because it's so easier for people who are like not working music, and then those who are just, you know, new listeners to be able to go and find things out about you. Like sometimes I have artists who send me stuff and be like, listen to my music, or like put me on this blog, and I'm like, what am I gonna, like, I don't know anything about you. Like, where can I go to find things about you?
Yeah, me and Ari Clips are actually talking about getting my own website. So
yeah, that would be dope. I definitely would encourage you to do that, you know, when you get around to it. I understand it's not something that's on the top of everyone's list, and it's maybe not something that you need to do right away, but it's definitely something that's a priority to do, because like I said, I've literally Googled artists to the point where I have a template and I'm asking certain questions, because I'm like, where do I find information about you? Like, how do you want a label or you want a big platform to take you serious if you don't have a website with a bio? Like, I have to literally DM you and be like, hey, where you from, and wait for you to DM me back. Not happening. Like, so with that being said, that was some gems that we dropped for those who are, you know, looking to get into music, there's some things that you could do to just be more accessible.
Very valid
Yeah,
points.
I've seen this other girl. She even tweeted. She's an influencer as well. She was like, has this big blog, and she was like, someone sent me their music and they don't even have a name or a link in their bio. What should I do? And she was being sarcastic, and she was just like, for artists, I think the best thing for you to do is have everything, so you can make it easier for people just to, we have such a short attention span, so we just want to click something and it's there, or we only want to watch something for like 10 seconds, and then that's it. So do we have Late Night? Yeah, Late Night, that's the song. Okay, so now we're going to get into that. Like I said, that's by Baby Bri featuring Ari Clips and
Knowledge.
called Late Night.
Club on a late night, shorty so smooth, make the whistle move her body like. Club on a late night, shorty so smooth, make the whistle move her body like.
Waitress over there, we need all of that. We in the club 20 deep where the models at. You do not get it. My life's terrific just because I'm winning. Might pour up some liquor, then grind on some women. The party don't stop till the sun hit my vision.
You see me spinning, I caught your attention. The sass is your vision, and yes, I am winning. The diamond a dozen, don't hate you, beloved. So come get this cake and put nothing above it.
Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue the party late night.
Club on a late night. Club on a late night. In the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we break night.
Yeah, we in the club on a late night. We getting money over here with your cake like. After dark, I'm a shark, that's a great white. Another round of champagne, cause it tastes right.
Drink, 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 give me all of that. We making love in the club, what's that, that's your trap? He took his hand from my skirt, I told him run it back. If you're making some of this, is not coming back.
It's late night and we chillin'. It's late night and we party. It's late night and I wanna go home, especially alone. Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue the party late night.
Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we break night. Touch my body, won't tell nobody. Touch my body, won't tell nobody. Club on a late night, shorty so smooth, make the whistle move her body like. Club on a late night, shorty so smooth, make the whistle move her body like. Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we break night.
Socks in the front, wanna holler back. Baby girl, what you need? Where your bottles at? Tell the waitress over there, we need all of that. We in the club 20 deep where the models at. You do not get it. My life's terrific just because I'm winning. Might pour up some liquor, then grind on some women. The party don't stop till the sun hit my vision.
You see me spinning, I caught your attention. The sass is your vision, and yes, I am winning. The diamond a dozen, don't hate you, beloved. So come get this cake and put nothing above it.
Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue the party late night.
Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night.
shark, that's a great white. Another round of champagne, cause it tastes right.
Drink, 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 give me all of that. We making love in the club. What's it, I should try? He took his hand from my skirt, I told him run it back. If you're making some of this, is not coming back.
It's late night and we chillin'. It's late night and we party. It's late night now I wanna go home, especially alone. Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue to party late night.
Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we big night. Touch my body, won't tell nobody. Touch my body, won't tell nobody. Late night, I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we big night.
Yeah, we in the club on a late night. We getting money over here with your cake like. After dark, I'm a shark, that's a great white. Another round of champagne, cause it tastes right.
Drink, 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 give me all of that. We making love in the club. What's it, I should try? He took his hand from my skirt, I told him run it back. If you're making some of this, is not coming back.
It's late night and we chillin'. It's late night and we party. It's late night now I wanna go home, especially alone. Girl, I know that you want to leave with me, and we should go and continue to party late night.
Club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. In the club on a late night. I'm in the club on a late night. 1 o'clock and we ain't stopping till we big night. Touch my body, won't tell nobody. Touch my body. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Ashri back here on MTM Radio. So that was Baby Bri featuring RL Clips and Knowledge called Late Nights, which is not out of yet. We had a pleasant surprise. Larry is in the building. I'm hyped.
What up? What up?
Larry is finally back. It's super, super lit. Welcome home.
What up?
Welcome.
What up, fans?
Nice
What
of
up,
you
people?
to join
Baby
us
Bri,
today.
what's good, girl?
What's good?
Happy Easter.
Yeah, happy Easter.
What's up? What's
don't
good?
even like
Catch
rabbit.
me up real quick before we get right into it. We already got started on late night and all of the good stuff about Bri and her new
All
project
right,
that's
all
coming
right.
up. So
That's
we could
what's
give
up.
you about a minute,
A minute?
to just get it on out.
I ain't been doing nothing. I ain't been doing nothing but working, trying to make this paper, you know. Just
You gotta say hi to the
be-
live real quick because Larry's here.
What's up, peoples?
Larry's here
I'm
on
back.
the live. So thank you for coming back.
Yeah, well,
and
you know.
stay tuned for what we have in store this season for the Larry Chronicles because
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna call it. Because Larry might be in and out, and it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. So anyway, we're gonna get right back into it. So like I said, we were talking with Beauty Bri. Excuse me, I keep saying Beauty. I'm
Beauty
sorry.
Bri.
Beauty. I don't know why.
AKA.
I meant
Changed my
Baby.
name.
No, I meant Baby. I'm sorry.
Hashtag it. That's
Yeah, what? No, because then no, that's not it.
Make a page for it.
Make-
Hashtag.
I could do that too.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
might be the idea.
Yeah.
What's her name? Somebody else was named that already. But anyway,
Yeah.
so excuse me. That was Late Night by Baby Bri featuring Ari Clips and Knowledge, which she was telling us that song is actually not out as of yet. So
Okay,
if you
so
want to hear that
exclusive.
song, exactly, it's an exclusive. So if you want to hear that song,
I do wanna
it's
hear it.
only going to be available on the mtmrecordsmusic.com page tomorrow, as well as our YouTube. And Bri was basically just telling us a little bit about kind of what her creative process is, as far as using a lot of like what she has gone through in life just to be authentic, be relatable, and just kind of give us a feel of, you know, why she makes music. She was telling us that, you know, her son kind of really motivated her. She just started making music recently, and I feel like you can't hear any of that in that song. Like, it gave me real summer turn up vibes. Like, I was like, felt like I was chilling, like ice cup in the hand,
Definitely a
ice
beach.
cup in
That
the
was
hand,
definitely
and
a
all
beach song.
that.
Chilling
So-
Yeah.
on the beach, walking down Miami with my tank top on.
Exactly. Definitely, probably don't want to see you in a tank top.
Oh,
but
no.
I mean,
You don't know. I works out.
okay, Larry works out. All right, so I'm gonna get Bri on my live right now, so you can say hi to my IG live, and then I'm gonna you can give them your Instagram name as well. We were talking about that before, just so you know people could be able to find you.
So my Insta is babybri_official. check me out.
Yes. So like I was saying, that song was lit.
Yeah.
We could definitely get that in the rotation as soon as you get everything together. Always feel free to send it to us. We can get it upon the blog placement.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff like that
definitely.
we're talking about, and help to gain the exposure that
Yeah.
you're looking to do. So as I was asking you before, maybe I should say like, what's next? What should we expect next from you?
I don't know if I should say.
You don't have to, but you can
I
say what
can't
you
say
can
that.
say.
No.
Give
I don't
us
know.
like a sneak.
A sneak peek.
Like a little bit, a little something. You already gave us an
little something?
exclusive. Give us a little snippet.
She only could give a little bit. Don't press
There's a couple big
my
things
job.
going on, but I can't say.
No, do not say anything you're not allowed to say. He will trick you into saying
Not
things you're
allowed to
supposed
say it.
That's what he's known to do. That's why we had him here, because he was tricking people.
I can't do it.
He was tricking people so much that he had to lay low.
Yeah.
So don't come back with all them extra tricks and
I
shit.
got new tricks.
All you
Don't
gotta know
do
is there are big things going on behind the
Good.
scenes.
How
Big
big?
things.
How big?
Real big.
Real big?
Real big
Like
things
in-
going on behind the scenes.
She's originally from Boston, so she came all the
okay.
way to New York. You
You
said
Red
this was your
Sox
first time in,
Um,
what should say, in the city.
In the city, yeah.
Yes. So, you actually she's a Red,
Red
Sox.
Sox fan?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Womp womp. You
I don't really like baseball though, so
Yeah.
Okay, well then I
Okay.
would say you lost the point, but then you gained the point back by that. So I don't really care for baseball that
Me
much.
neither.
I'm a basketball
But
girl.
yeah, so she came all the way from Boston.
That's what's up.
She's in the city.
You just
And
hanging out tonight?
yeah,
That's
we
what's up.
walked around Times Square for like
How was
6
that?
hours.
Tell us. We were talking about it before.
My feet are killing me.
It's packed over there, right?
My feet hurt. It's packed.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to take me for my money.
Yeah,
course, New
they were
York.
with like whatever dancing and
That's what they do.
sketches
They had
and
Elmos
stuff.
out there, like
great.
Oh,
weird
yeah, they
ass
had
Elmos.
Batman.
Batman. I took a
Elmo.
picture with Batman, and I was trying to get
Spider-Man.
it. I was trying to get a picture with
But
the
they
Joker.
charged for that,
They charged.
right?
Joker walked away and said, "If you don't pay me money, I'm not taking a photo with you."
Okay, see now I never heard that, but that sounds real Times Square-ish.
I heard it.
That
said
sounds real Times Square-ish. Oh my gosh, we're making New Yorkers look so ruthless.
Yeah, listen,
I was
I'm trying
like,
to get
"Damn,
that money.
okay, I see you."
Yeah,
trying to
no,
get
they
that money.
are, and you know what it is? They're out there to make a certain amount of money every day. So
gotta pay for
everybody
them
that they
costumes.
see, are they that expensive?
There was like
don't know.
20 Elmos out there. I'm like, how they get 20 Elmos?
Yeah. They
Oh, they
competing
do?
with each
Oh,
other,
see, I
and
didn't
they gotta
even
pay
know
for the
that.
costumes.
That's crazy.
And it's getting hot, so they ain't trying to stay in them costumes all day.
All right, well, shout out to y'all on Times Square working out. Y'all tried to
Yeah.
take all of Bree's money today. She wasn't with it, thank God.
Thank you.
Because you will go out there looking to spend a couple dollars, and next thing you know, you done pocket everybody $20 you took a picture with. That's why I don't like to take no pictures out there, because I already know it's money making.
I take pictures of them without them knowing.
All
Photoshop
right.
myself in later.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's before we get off the topic of Times Square, we're gonna get back into late nights. As I was saying, I like the vibe. I know you say you have big things coming next, but
Record
what's one
labels.
thing that you would? We said that we not no tricks. Okay, there we go. So we said I was gonna ask you what's one thing that you would want, like a message or maybe advice that you would leave with your new listeners, that don't really know too much about you. As far as maybe your music wise.
My music is just to inspire you all, and I hope that you all, what you get from it, you take my lyrics and you put that and turn it around to yourself so that you can work on yourself through what I put out there. Yeah,
So you
that
make
made sense.
inspirational music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's what's
dope.
up. Yeah.
What would you say? What's the importance you feel like as being a new artist, as far as utilizing your connections and networking opportunities? How important would you say is that for a new artist to do?
That is extremely important, because if you don't utilize that, then what's there to go off of? Doesn't really
Well
matter.
said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's one of your marketing strategies? Like, how do you market? Oh, my bag.
No, that's a good question.
saying.
No, go ahead.
All right.
Like, what do you mean by that? Honestly,
So what's your? So you got the song out.
yes.
Like marketing and
Like, how do you
iTunes.
plan on pushing
iTunes.
it? What
Okay.
it-
I'm
you
gonna
know,
push
like-
it
Well, the
from-
song isn't released as of yet.
It's not gonna be.
Right,
It's gonna
not
be released on
yet, but
iTunes.
What's your plans for it? Like, how do you
iTunes
plan
in a
on
few weeks,
iTunes?
yes.
All right. So when can they look for that?
in a few weeks.
Yeah, she was telling us that before. I think she said about maybe like 3 or 4 weeks.
Thank you, sir.
Maybe sooner. That's really up to Clips at this point. What
Love
he's
this
doing with it.
job.
Okay. And you said who is? Maybe I should ask who is Ari Clips, because I've never.
Ari Clips is, I don't know, I guess you could say he started off small from Haverhill, where I'm from.
Okay.
And now he's making it pretty big. I mean, I know his boy's Knowledge. That's like his best friend. and they collaborate all the time. He works with Chaz. I don't know if any Chaz. Yeah.
I've never heard of
He's
him.
signed by Dylan Black.
Okay.
Our Eclipse is signed by Dylan Black, yeah.
Nice. Okay. So how did you guys meet then?
So basically, it's funny. So I got accepted to do the direct to exec thing for Atlantic Records. It was supposed to be for today, and then I reached out to him because I had him on my Facebook, and I basically was asking him if it was like a scam, and I also wanted him to like kind of hear my music. So I told him that I got accepted. He told me to send him some of my songs and what I had, and I sent it to him, and then he was like, you know what, honestly, I'm in a place where I can help you, and so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help you out, and that's where it started.
That's what's up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like when stories like pieces like that come together
Yeah.
because it's genuine. And versus that you going out there and telling someone like, "Oh, I need a manager, I need this, that, and the third," and somebody's just doing it because they have
wanna get
money.
paid.
Yeah,
He's
they
just
wanna
doing
get
this out of the
paid.
kindness of his heart, and he don't have to.
That's the best way to kind of start building your team. Are people who do it out their kindness of the heart, even the same way how we kind of got together. There's nothing that you're necessarily trying to reap other than just for you to succeed, and then
Yeah.
for us, the other person, to succeed in their own way off of your success. So when you meet people like that, definitely cherish them.
Yeah.
So shout out to Ari Clips. Maybe we could get him up here. Maybe when you come back.
Maybe
When you
that would
come
be a
back,
good idea. That'd be dope.
You could get him to come up here, and we could get a little late night going on or something
With the big
like
things.
that.
Yes.
And you can tell us that.
Yeah, and then you said so. Knowledge was his boy.
Yeah, Knowledge is his like best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did this
So how
beat?
did-
Who produced the song?
So he sent me the beats, and then I picked the beat, and then we all kind of collaborated. He told Knowledge to feature.
Okay.
Knowledge sent his piece, and then me and him just were in the studio
Okay.
together. Me and Clips just working it out.
How was that experience like?
I love being in the studio with him. He's a good time. He's
Mm-hmm.
funny. I'm like really nervous. I'm a nervous person, but he lets me let loose and stuff. It's a good
That's
time.
good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
good. Seems like you're pretty relaxed when you're in
How
the
long
studio.
it takes you to?
Yeah.
How long would you say it takes you to put something down when you're in the studio? Like, what's your average?
I don't know. We get together in like 30 minutes.
You can have something down and done.
Yeah, ad lib.
Wow, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's dope. Well, I'm excited to see what you have going on next.
That means
I
you
feel
could show up
Thank
to like the
you.
show and just drop something.
I told her to come to the show later and all that, but due to other obligations and that it was a little bit last minute, but there'll be other ones.
Yes.
And we could definitely make something happen. We would love to have you
And I would love to
perform with
perform,
us.
yeah.
It will be basically what we're doing today is for the crowd series, and we're just gonna have 2 representatives from MTM Radio, which is gonna be Mike, the CEO of MTM Records, and then we have another artist by the name of Jay Gatz who's gonna be performing. You get, I believe, about an 8-minute set. It's gonna be at the Delancey here in New York City. There's gonna be so much other opportunities. Slim from FLO Empire, he's the one who's putting it together. So there's gonna be so much other stuff that I'll send you, and you could put together exactly when next time you come to New York, how you want to do it, and then even if you don't necessarily have to perform, if you just want to come and see what it's about and show love, you can do that as
Oh, yeah,
well.
most definitely.
And I think New York is a good place for you to try to start getting to be one of your stomping ground areas as far as music. Even though it's a tough crowd, I think New York is an honest crowd.
Yes.
I think
That's good.
It's a
can
very
say
honest
that?
crowd. It's
Tough?
tough. It's tough, but it's honest. They're gonna give you the right feedback you need.
That's
in-
good. I
in
need-
order
yeah.
to shape
you,
and-
yeah, because there's still established artists who don't have the easiest of time performing in New York. Like we
Yeah.
went to Irving Plaza a couple of days ago to Pretty Lou's charity event,
Yeah?
and
Wait, they booed somebody at a charity
they didn't
event?
boo him at
Oh,
the
they
event.
booed him?
but- No. I'm just saying, I don't know when
Oh
I
my
was
God,
trying to
y'all-
cut that
Yeah,
comment
say,
out.
what is this?
I was literally trying to talk over that comment.
I was getting ready to say.
I had no idea when that
What is this,
happened.
live at the Apollo?
But yeah, so he had this event. He has Pretty Lou has leukemia, and whatchamacallit, and he had this charity event. It's the 3rd time he had it, and he had like G4 Boys, The Locks, Remy Ma, Fat Joe performed, Ghostface
Remy Ma.
Killer,
Okay.
Millie,
Jones.
Jim Jones.
All right.
God, yeah.
Who else? I said Fat Joe. I said Remy Ma. I said the
Okay.
G4 Boys. Casanova. So when
I
like
wasn't
the
there, was
G4
I?
Boys came out, I don't know if you know them. The G4 Boys came out. I like their song. I don't know that much of their music, but I like what I hear so far. So I was jamming. The first 2 rows wasn't really moving like that, and I was like, "Damn, this is that New York crowd. And then they did the same thing to Millie. She's and they did it to her like a couple weeks ago. She's another singer and rapper from New York. She's from Harlem, right? And they did the same thing. They weren't booing you, but they don't be moving with you. And mind you, this girl, her song is on the radio every day. Her song is on the radio.
I think
this is like her hit song.
I think
it's on the radio.
The thing is with New York is like is real. It's a real competitive market, but the people are kind of used to a certain kind of sound. Yeah. So like when they hear new things, it's kind of like, all right, it takes them a minute to vibe with it.
Yeah, it takes them a while.
And as they start to vibe with it, then once they jump on it, it's a wrap. You might as well be off with the races with it after that, because then they're gonna be looking for you to do more.
And I feel like they also don't respect your shit until you at that level. And I don't know what that level is every time. That level for every artist could be different. Yeah. Because look at what's the guy? Flip De Niro that sings Leave Me Alone. God. He performed yesterday at Culture Fest. People were rocking with him because that song is a hit. Corey Guns came out. He did a Millie. I didn't see nobody move. So it has to be relatable. It got to be authentic. Exactly. And it got to be, sometimes it has to be super catchy, because Fetty Wap, look when Fetty Wap came out. He came out with a hit. He was super catchy. So I think you got to just really know your lane, perfect your craft, and then figure out exactly what your fan base is like. But New York, though, on some New York is a little bit more tough. Like, I know New York artists who are not really, like, popping, so to speak, in New York, but they get money and they get shows and they get booked in LA, in Atlanta, in Miami, in Chicago. Damn. I can name several artists like that. Why? Because they got that radio play on New York, and they started to brand themselves in other places. Because if, like...
That's the right way to go anyway.
Exactly. It's like when, I guess maybe like when Migos started getting lit. A lot of people in New York was on Migos, like, and they mumble rap. For me, I consider them mumble rappers. But a lot of people in New York, when Bad and Bougie came out, because I don't know half the stuff that they saying. Yeah, I could do that. So when Bad and Bougie came out, no offense to Migos, when Bad and Bougie came out, everybody was on it. Like, my bitch, everybody was on it or whatever. Even New York people. But when a lot of New York artists first came out, people, even when Casanova came out with Boom 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 Boom, people necessarily didn't really care about it.
So basically, if your song is relatable, because, like, you got to think about New York as different boroughs, not just New York as one whole thing. So, like, you got Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, you know, and each borough, people are going through different things based on that borough. So, different people, music is going to pop in different boroughs, too. But if you get, like, something that's popping in, like, all the boroughs or whatever, then you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because a lot of times people become, like, hood.
Yeah,
that's why I'm trying to make my music relatable with people, because I don't want it to be no mumble, like all that.
Please don't, because she already said she can do that. So
no, I think no. See, don't. Whoa. Let's backtrack really quick. Can't we all mumble rap?
No.
Can't we all mumble?
I think anybody can.
Anybody can
Anybody
mumble.
could do that.
My niece is 6. She could mumble rap.
I can't.
He's
okay, but you mumbled off air when you was like, but whatever the hell you just did, that's mumble rap.
That was me
joking around.
And
that is equivalent to mumble rap.
When we go into the studio tonight,
we could go to the studio. I guarantee you.
I think anybody could really make it if they wanted, like, get it up there just by doing that.
You know, a lot of artists these days don't even make music because they're interested in music. It made me look at that guy name, Young NBA or whatever his name is. Him. Look at Blueface. Look at how many artists have sat down and did interviews and say straight up, I do this because I want to make money.
It's all for the money and the fame now.
Exactly. Not because I have a passion, not because I'm lyrically there, or I'm a talented wordsmith, or I'm gifted, or I just love music. They be doing it because they're like, yo, if I write this song that says, yo, Ray, da, and this makes it on the radio, I can make one thing out of I can make $1 million off of this one wax song.
What are we waiting for then?
Well, you know what?
Sign you right now.
I don't want to do a disservice to myself and to the culture by making something.
I tell you what, we'll worry about the disservice after they sign the check. Send the check, then we'll pay her disservice off. You know what I mean? But for all in all, I think you are right. You know what I'm saying? For what I heard when I came in, is you good, because it's relatable. It's a catchy song. You know what I'm saying? And once you put it out there, that's why I asked you about, like, your marketing and stuff. So because New York is a very marketable, fast-paced moving as far as the internet, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff, you know, that they on. internet wise and stuff. So New York is,
Internet
you know,
wise.
fast paced about that. So
He an old head. You hear
That's
it?
right. You know what I
You
mean?
hear that shit, right? He like all that internet. stuff. He can't name
You
streaming
need-
platforms.
Name-
He cannot
you
name
need to
streaming
make a CD
platform because
and
he's
put it in
so
an envelope
old.
for me,
A
all right?
CD.
I want a CD player.
Why don't you know what's so
player.
funny? We were planning Mike's album release in March, and I was like, yo, we should get like some CDs just for like souvenirs because people don't do that anymore.
CDs are dead.
Yo,
They
I
are
saw-
dead.
They're dead.
But
I
they
saw
could still
tapes
play in
outside the other
people's
day.
cars.
I saw tapes outside. Somebody had a box.
Like a
of,
rec-
like,
like
old
a-
school
as a
tapes.
souvenir.
Like
I
the
like
little
the
thingies?
idea.
Old school. You
The
don't even know the
cassettes?
tape. Yeah,
The
cassette
cassette.
tape. She
A
was like,
cassette.
what? A little what?
A cassette.
A cassette tape.
A cassette.
A cassette tape. Somebody had a box.
I
of
had
them,
those
and it
when I was like
old.
5.
Oh wait,
And
yes, I have some in my garage. I have some cassette tapes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You know I got So For Real on the cassette tape.
Yeah, I saw Wu-Tang in that box.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
Yo.
think as a form, as maybe it
See?
could be an idea. Maybe Bri could use it. Maybe not.
Yeah, I
She
mean,
does,
like,
her
because
first
it's
listening
marketing.
thing. It's marketing, and I think I like it as a cool souvenir.
Yeah.
It's like your first physical CD. Like I just
You decided
like
what your album cover gonna be?
I just like that. Just to
Not
make
yet.
a
My
couple.
Ari Clips is working on it in the
Oh,
process.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what's
just
up.
to make a couple, maybe like 10,
Yeah,
5 or
see?
10 for you and your family and friends. Not necessarily people gonna be.
Something
paying
that-
them.
That's actually
like-
a pretty good idea.
But I
Because,
just
like,
think it's
I mean,
good
like-
marketing, a branding
Yeah.
idea.
What it is too is like if somebody like say like you out somewhere and you doing something real quick, it's easier
To
slide somebody a CD or not
Or
a
a
cassette
USB.
tape because ain't
Like what
nobody
they
gonna
were
listen
doing
to it.
earlier in Times Square.
Right,
They were
a
sliding.
USB.
They were trying to.
CD.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
nowadays in the club, you got to get a USB.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I went
see,
to the
that's
club
the
the other
thing.
day
You
and
can
I tried
slide
to play
somebody
Mike's stuff, and he was like, I need a USB. I'm like, you don't have the internet? He was
But
like,
you can
no.
you can get a USB drive. Like
And
you
put
can
it
buy
on-
them joints over on 42nd Street.
I
You can
didn't
buy
even know
like
they still
100 of them
sold
joints
those.
for like $1.
Really?
And put your music on them and just hand them out. And you can get your brand name on them and all kind of stuff.
Maybe I'll do that then.
Your logo,
Yep.
everything.
And then just hand them out. And then people will pop the USB drive in. You could put your website, your iTunes, everything on it. And then it'll be right there
I
when they
like
pop
that
it.
idea. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's a form of a business card
Yeah,
type of thing.
it's kind of like a business card, but then you get your music out there too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of gems today, so I want to thank you for coming. I
Word.
appreciate your time,
You're
pulling up on
welcome.
MTM Radio. You know, you're always welcome here. I like the vibe, like I said, of late night. I can't wait, till it comes out, visuals, all the stuff that you have planned. I'm pretty sure that you have a pretty good structure going on. So I'm excited to see what's next for you.
Thank you.
For those who are just now tuning in, tomorrow the full interview with Baby Bri will be on mtmrecordsmusic.com on the creators page, as well as YouTube, SoundCloud, and then give us a couple of days and it'll be on Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, all that good stuff.
Tell them where they can find you again.
Yes, do that.
We want Instagrams.
My Insta is babybri_official, and my Facebook is Brianna Cologne, Baby Bri. Yes.
That's what's
And
up.
then, well, shout out to I'm still not over the fact that
Over
you
the
just
fact that I'm here?
You here? Yeah, I'm really not. I'm not over that.
Yes,
yet.
people, I am here.
I'm really not over that as of yet.
I am
Larry
in the
kinda
house.
just popped up on some Easter shit. Like,
Yes. It is Easter.
Shout out
I-
to him and that.
I was in the egg. They let me out.
Yeah, he was,
Somebody
like I
found
said,
me.
he was a little bit, he was a little low. There's nothing wrong with getting low and getting right and then popping back up. So,
No.
shout out to you pulling back up. Like I
You gotta
said,
disappear to let them know that they miss you.
I mean, you were missed.
I don't know.
I'm not talking about myself, but
I
I'm
know
talking
you
about
didn't because you
No,
was having
no,
a ball
I
up there.
missed you.
I was watching you.
That's
I
messed
was like, look at that. I was
You
on
know
YouTube.
how hard it
I
is
was
to
on
do this shit alone?
Look,
Are
I
you
was on
kidding?
YouTube. Like, look at her. She's just eating this up. She ain't even got my chair.
Wow,
My chair
you
ain't
a
even.
lie.
My
On
chair.
Easter Sunday, you gonna
my
lie like
chair
that.
ain't even in the camera. My chair wasn't even here.
Oh,
It was
really?
just pushed off to the side. Just an empty space. Just wind blowing.
You gonna lie like that
Tumble-
on Easter Sunday?
tumbleweeds
The day
flowing
that
behind
the
her.
Lord,
That.
the day that the Lord died for you, you gonna lie like that? That's sad.
Yo, Lord.
That's so sad.
It's okay. Be
Whatever.
alright.
That's
You know,
sad.
we'll work it
but
out.
anyway, yeah, we'll definitely work
ain't
it
gonna
out
go
another
into church
time.
now, 'cause,
But
you know,
welcome
listen.
back. We're happy to have you back.
I am back. I
You
am
were
here.
definitely missed, not only by me, but by your audience and everyone here
What
at
up,
MTM
everybody?
Radio. So
Good
we're
to
gonna
be
give
here.
Larry a little shout out, welcome him back, and like I said, for those those who are just now tuning in, tomorrow the full interview with Baby Bri will be up on mtmrecordsmusic.com. It'll be on the YouTube page, MTM Radio. You can find all of Baby Bri's information will be on our website as far as the social media handles. If you want to listen to Late Night, you're gonna have to wait until it's up there, until it's on our page tomorrow, and then the song will be released in like maybe about 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll wait for Bri to give me all the scoop on that. And once again, like I said, thanks for coming. And if there's anything that you want to say before we go, now is the time to do so.
Thank you for having me, and bless up everybody. Have a great night.
Yes.
Pay
Shout
attention.
out. We're out. Happy Easter.